So I got up this morning and it was slightly snowing, just a little bit. So I thought I was going to go for a walk because this snow, when it hangs on the trees, and you can still see it's just lightly snowing, it doesn't last long. It's already 1 degree. And so this isn't going to last very long at all. So I'm just going to go for a little walk to the river and then kind of take it in before it melts off the trees. It's supposed to hit like 4 degrees today, so. But it's kind of funny. It snowed maybe half an inch at the most. So it's really warm. Like, I can't believe that it's still not melting off the roof, but it's just so pretty. All the snow piles from me pushing. It's just hanging on the trees. The river's gonna look really cool. So I'm just gonna walk down the driveway and I'll take a picture back at the house when I'm at the end of the driveway. So from here you can kind of see the perspective of right over that direction is where that fire pit in the creek is, and the creek follows all the way down this way, and we're going to see it right away when I cross the tracks. And then that's the mountain behind the house. So if I look this way, right in and about there is the US border. So on the other side of this mountain, and you can see the top, is the United States. And so all this land over here, and it goes off into the distance there, that's part of our property. He has some old fencing out of railway ties and stuff, but it's kind of hard to get the perspective of how deep it is that the house is tucked in on, and it's kind of buried because I pushed all the snow away from the house with the bobcat. And it's actually going to be fun because I'll get to plow the road again with the blade. It'll be fun. But the snow's sticky already. But it's not slippery because the driveway actually dried right up with the warmth. And so today is supposed to hit 3, but by Saturday they're talking 6 and rain, and it's usually above 0 overnight. So this doesn't last, and that's why I want to get it on video, because as soon as it warms up, all the snow will come off the trees and it'll be normal. So we have a little gate here. It's permanently open, like as in welded, permanently open. It was in the ditch when I came here, and it was the original old gate before CP Rail put this easement through our property. They do the train switches from the border, because just around this corner is the border. So they switch the operators from Americans to Canadians and vice versa right in this property. So we're gonna head towards the river. And there's some big tall cedars that you drive through here. There's a woodpecker's got a hole just about right through it, but from what I was measuring, they're about 100 years old. So I think they got about another 80 to go. So I'll be long gone before they come down. And there's some big poplars, like that one there. There was one in this other left side, and the beavers chopped it down. So down this way, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little path that goes into the distance. That actually goes to, we have our own little beach on the river, and I didn't plow it because, well, no one's going down there, but it is nice in the summertime. You can walk down there. And so coming up is our main gate, which you come in off the road and you cross that little creek. Try not to wiggle it while I'm walking. So you can probably hear the water. When we first started coming out here, it sounded like wind all the time. But this is that little creek that goes right behind the house, which is tucked in behind those trees. This is the Shorty Creek. And we have our own little bridge that we use to get to the property. And of course that opening over there is actually the Maury River, which we'll see right away. So this gate does close, but because CP uses this area as well, like they use this easement to get through to their tracks, we leave it open all the time. I was going to put the sign up this week, but I don't know if it'll be worth it. We have a sign to put up on the gate so people know when they're here. This is still all our property, as well as that stand of trees. Funny enough, just that stand is where our property ends.